Okay, so we're gonna start with a piece of cardstock that's just shy of 2 inches wide, and that all I've done lengthwise on a piece of 8.5 by 11 is I've shortened this piece down to 10 7/8. Once you've done that, you're good to go. Don't panic if you don't hear all the measurements as we go. I will put a picture up as well to show you all the score lines. So we're first gonna start with our scallop tag topper punch, put it in and punch the end. Now we're going to simply slide that in, and from here I'm going to score at 3 inches, at 3 3/4 inches, at 4 5/8 of an inch, at 6 1/8, at 7, at 7 3/4, and then I'm done and ready to slide my last side back in. Okay, so now I've got this piece of cardstock that looks like this. So this is where we're gonna take it and turn it into a little Halloween tombstone. Okay, so you can see right there, once I get this guy matched up, he's gonna be my little tombstone here, and the Hershey's Nuggets will fit in there just perfectly. So let's keep going. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do before I assemble is I am going to sponge the edges of my tombstone. And I'm just using Smoky Slate. Now I'm sure that this sponge has probably been in my basic gray as well from the looks of how dark it's going on. But my next step is just going to be to simply use my fast fuse, and I'm just going to attach the two kind of tag components together. Okay, so we'll just get these two all lined up. And give it a good squeeze. So that part's ready to go. So now I'm going to use my Merry Everything stamp set with my Memento black ink again. I know, I'm getting boring. I keep using the same one. Okay, so I'm going to punch that, or stamp that actually on my basic gray cardstock. Sorry, can you tell I just hit the light? Woohoo! Okay, now I'm going to punch this out using the new tag punch. This is so adorable. And anyone who knows me knows if it's got a coordinating punch, I gotta have it. Okay, so that part is done. Now, it looks too clean. Let's sponge it too. Okay, so we're gonna pop that up on some dimensionals. And then I'll just stick that one in. Okay, so I could not resist on this, and I'm gonna use some googly eyes that I have left over on my little good to the last bite. Cute to have little eyeballs peeking out. So now I've got these two pieces. They're both 1 7/8 of an inch wide, and one is 5/8 of an inch this way, and the other one is 3/4 of an inch this way. And I want them to go on to here, but I felt like it needed a bit more texture. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna run them through my wood grain folder. Okay, so here are those two pieces now that I've run them through the folder. And again, I'm just gonna quickly sponge the edges. So this one I'll put over on the front, and this one I will put up on top. Now I'll finish my top now using some smoky slate chevron ribbon. So pop that through the top. I'll trim it after, just get this tied first. And then I'm using my 1/8 of an inch basic black taffeta. Okay, so let's just finish it up. Now, all I have left to do is I'm going to use my Modern Label punch, and I am going to use a piece of my Old Olive. Can I find some? Yeah, there we go. Old Olive cardstock, so slide that in, pop that one out, and then I'll just put that to the side for a second. And then I'm going to use the stamp set called And Many More. Perfect for kind of one of those all occasions stamp sets that's great to kind of have in your arsenal. Okay, so now I'm just going to stick that down. And I don't know why, I guess it reminds me of pumpkins. So I'm going to go pumpkin pie with my Old Olive. Tap, 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 tap. And I'll just do that one there. And then I'm just going to use my word window punch for the last part of it. Okay, so here's the word window. I'll get that guy. And then I'm going to close my pumpkin pie ink because I'll drop everything in it and wreck it right at the last minute. Okay, so now just using, I was going to say my snail, but I really can't find it in the mess I seem to have created in the past 10 minutes. I'm going to stick that down onto there. And then I'll just grab, oh, surprise, 2 dimensionals. Pop that bad boy up and stick them down. And there you go. So there's your little tombstone nugget holder. I hope you enjoyed this one today, and I can't wait to be back next week and share another project with you.